Hi everyone, my name is Kate Kalthoff and thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to make a card that features gray. How about that? I'm all in gray as well. And I'm even drinking coffee from my gray cup. So it's not even that gray of a day here in Minnesota. Yesterday it was because it was snowing like crazy. But today we have sunshine, so some of that snow is melting. So after this, I'll have to put on a bright pink shirt or something. But in keeping with the theme, the card that we're making is something that could be used for sympathy or thinking of you. It features our Petal palette stamp set along with the coordinating Thinlits. And so this is a bundle that you can purchase out of our 2018 spring catalog. And it's one that I've used quite a bit. I absolutely love it. This card is going to be using that branch that's one of the Thinlits in that set. And then on the inside of the card, you can see that it says from the heart, and there's the little chickadee stamped onto a branch. And so I love this. It could be used for a lot of different occasions, especially for those gray days when we just don't know quite what to say. So let's go ahead and get started making this card. Talk to you in just a bit. All right, so let's go ahead and make this card. Here's the close-up view of it. And this is the inside panel. And as I mentioned before, we're using the Petal palette stamp set. It's a 2-case set, which means there's a lot of stamps in it. It comes with a whole bunch of sentiments along with these lovely dots that you can use to accentuate the inside or the outside of your cards. This is also a stamp set that has a lot of nice images, and it also can be bundled with the Petals and More Thinlit dies. When you bundle, and the bundle is only good through May 31st of 2018, but when you bundle this, you will save 10% on the dies and the stamp set. So it's always a good idea to purchase your bundles when they come out, because once that catalog that the bundle appears in retires, so do the bundles. Stampin' Up! May keep the stamp set and the Thinlits, but they won't be in the bundle price. So that's a little tidbit for you to learn. And let's go ahead and make this card. Now, it's not a terribly complicated card, but I'll still go through everything with you. So we're going to take a piece of smoky slate cardstock, cut it to 5.5 by 8.5, and then we'll score it at 4 1/4. Then all we have to do is fold along that score line. We're going to give that a good press. And the two other panels that we're going to need for this card are a piece of basic black and a piece of whisper white. Both of them are cut to 4 by 5 1/4. And so let's go ahead and do the little bit of stamping that we have on this card. We're going to use the Whisper White panel, which is going to go on the inside of the card. We're going to take our smoky slate ink pad, and I'm going to stamp that branch. And we'll just stamp this about right here. And then we're going to take the chickadee stamp, and we're going to stamp it right on the branch in basic gray. There he is. And then we'll take the stamp that says from the heart and stamp that right below. And this is really dark right now, but once this smoky slate has dried a little bit, the from the heart will show up a lot better. In fact, let me just show you the original card. It will look more like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that on our inside panel with some snail. And we'll just center that in so all 4 borders are nice and even. And now let's work on the outside panel. And so I have my basic black paper here, and I already ran this through the die cutting machine, our Big Shot from Stampin' Up, but I'm going to show you the sandwich that I used. So I took the magnetic platform, I have my cut plate, and then I took the paper and the die and another cut plate, laid it over the top, and ran it through the Big Shot machine. Another thing that I did is I put the multi-purpose adhesive sheets from Stampin' Up! So it's sticky on both sides, but I just have it, I just opened up the one side, laid it down on my smoky slate paper, then I ran it through the Big Shot machine, and as you can see, it's right here. So I'm going to pull that away from the die and then just finish poking out all these little excess pieces here. You could also use your Stampin' Up! Die brush, but this pulls away so good that I didn't even have to do that. And then on this side we have our self-adhesive sheet. So now I can just pull this up to expose the adhesive, and our die will lay perfectly flat for us on this paper. So we'll move that out of the way. And we just want to put this on our paper so that it's, maybe about a ½ inch from the top, and then the stems are coming down here to the bottom right. So once you have it positioned where you want it, just press all those leaves into place and it will stay down for you just perfectly. So your paper at this point is going to look like this. The next thing that you're going to want to do is take one of our Whisper White doilies from Stampin' Up and just cut it in half. And you're going to take some snail on the back here, and then you're going to set this in so that it's just, maybe 1/8 of an inch or so from that bottom edge. And then just make sure the other two sides are about even, and then give that a nice press. Now what you're going to do is take some smoky slate ribbon, and this is our gingham smoky slate, and just cut that so that it's a little bit wider than your panel. And then you're going to take some Whisper White 1/8 inch ribbon and then just cut that again so it's a little bit wider than your panel. Then you're just going to layer these ribbons on and attach it with some Scotch tape. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, so I've gone ahead and I've layered this up and it looks absolutely great. Now what we can do is go ahead and add one more little thing. We're just going to add a little flip of gingham ribbon here. So again, you can just take it and you're just going to put it over, or you're going to put it under and then over the top, just like this. And so just to make it easier to work with, just cut that off. And you're going to secure that with a glue dot. So I've got my glue dots here, and I'm just going to pull one away. And what I want to do is just secure the back, just like this, and then we're going to secure the front. So I'm taking another glue dot, and I'm just using my paper piercer. So I'll add my second glue dot there. And this is just going to help this wrap stay nice and secure. And there it is. Now what you can do is just trim this up so it looks nice, just like so. And then we're going to add a Whisper White bow in that 1/8 inch sheer Whisper White ribbon. So I've got this with a little glue dot on, and we're just going to put that right over the top of that gingham wrap. And there we go. So we got the front panel all done. Now all we have to do is add it to our card, which is what we're going to do with our multi-purpose liquid glue. And flip that over and add it to our card. And look at that, it's just gorgeous. The perfect card to send to someone when you don't quite know what to say. So this could be a sympathy card, a thinking of you card, or just whatever you would like it to be. So here it is, the one I've just created for you, and here is the one I did in advance. Thank you so much for being a part of my Stamping to Share community. If you'd like to place a product order, be sure to visit my blog at www.stampingtoshare.com, and I have links there for you to get to my online store. Have a great day. Bye-bye.